In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a ton of money. Well, not really, that's only if you're lucky, but they say luck is a matter of skill. You need to learn how to play the games before you actually make money in Las Vegas. In this video, we're going to talk to some of Las Vegas leading experts in slots, table games, and sports betting so that you can be educated right before you come to Las Vegas so you can actually make money. By the end of this video, you're either going to be an expert or a degenerate. That is up to you. Let's head to the ATM, let's get some money out, and let's double it up. My name is George with Vegas Must Try. Let's get started. All right, and for the first thing that we're gonna talk about in this video is gonna be sports betting. And sports betting has been growing exponentially in recent years, mainly because of the legalization of online sports betting. Now you don't have to come to Las Vegas to actually make a bet on your favorite team. You can do it from the comfort of your homes. So in this part of the video, we're gonna go over the basic terminology, and then we're here at the Durango Casino at their sportsbook, and we're gonna place a bet so you guys can know what that whole juice is about. So with sports betting, you pretty much are always gonna have a favorite and an underdog. A favorite is usually going to be marked by a minus sign, while an underdog is going to be marked by a plus sign. With the favorite, you usually bet more money and win less, and when you bet on the underdog, you bet less money and win more. So what is a point spread? A point spread is also known as a line, and it is basically the difference between one team from another team. In the example that we have here, the Dallas Cowboys are a 7-point differential than the New York Giants. A little minus sign, it means that they are the favorites to win. What this basically means is that the Dallas Cowboys are favored to win by 7 points. If you bet the Giants plus 7, it basically means that as long as the Giants don't lose by 7 or more, you win. So if they lose by 3, if they lose by 4, you win that bet. If the Giants lose by exactly 7 points, it's a push, so you get your money back. So the way I think about it is, if you subtract 7 points from the Dallas's total score, are you still winning? The same is true for the underdog. If you add 7 points to their total score, are you within that margin? And if the answer is yes, then you win that bet. Now when we talk about the total, which is the middle section, you'll often hear the names over and under. What's the over under? It basically means the total combined scores from both teams. So you're not necessarily picking a team here, you're just picking on whether you think it's going to be a high scoring game or a lower scoring game. So the over in this example is going to be 210.5 points. So basically, if they score 211 points combined, you win that bet. If you think that it's not going to be a high scoring game, perhaps an athlete is hurt, or you think the matchup is going to be really tough and a lot of defense is going to be played, you will play the under here. The same thing can apply for individual players. If you think LeBron is going to go off and score 50 points, you would bet the over. If you think he's got like a calf injury, or for some reason you get a gut feeling that he's not going to score as many points, maybe because the defender that he's facing is going to be really good, you will probably bet the under here. The last column is money line, and perhaps that is the easiest one to understand. It basically is picking the team outright to win. If you pick the Lakers to win and they win, you win your money. If it's a tie, it's a push, or it's canceled, then you get your money back. Now, what are future bets? Future bets basically is just exactly what it sounds. You're betting on an outcome of a game or a result of a future time. So not necessarily something happening this week. It basically means that you can pick something weeks or months in advance. So technically right now you can pick who the winner of the Super Bowl will be. You can pick who the MVP of the league will be, Defensive Player of the Year, the standings. You can basically pick a lot of stuff. So it basically means just a bet that's going to happen, maybe not this weekend, but in the future. The good thing about future bets is that your odds are always going to be better. If you bet on the winning team the day of the Super Bowl, the odds aren't going to be as good as if it was when it was preseason and then you made that bet and you picked the right team to make it and win the Super Bowl. So what is a parlay? A parlay is basically stacking different bets into one ticket. That means that you can pick the over under on one game, you can do money line on another game, and then let's say you pick the finals MVP on another, and you can bundle all that up into one ticket. Because they are much harder to hit, usually the odds stack on top of one another, so that means that the payout is going to be greater. So let's say hypothetically you were to guess all the winners of this next week's NFL games and you stack them into one parlay, that payout will be huge. All right, so when it comes to sports betting, I definitely recommend you to download an app so you can see what it's like in real time to get your money. It's a lot less intimidating than going to a sportsbook here and building the parlay, especially if you're new to this. So what we're looking at here is the NFL schedule that's happening this week. And you can see that my Vegas Raiders are playing against the LA Chargers. And if you were to pick money line on either of these, as you can see here, the LA Chargers are favored to win. That's because they have the minus sign. The Raiders are set to lose this game, or at least that's what the sportsbook are saying. If you were to bet $10 on the LA Chargers, $10 will pay you out $15.20. That is including the $10 that you initially bet. If you were to bet $10 on the Las Vegas Raiders, you will win $26. So as you can see here, they are pretty big underdogs. Now the spread here is 3.5. So that means that the LA Chargers have to win by basically 4 points or more in order for you to win this bet. If you were to bet them. And it's usually more like a 50-50 type of bet. If you were to pick the Las Vegas Raiders on the spread, that means that they have to lose by 3 or fewer. So if they lose by 1, if they lose by 2 or 3, you win that bet. The best money would be here for the LV Raiders on the money line. That's what I think is gonna happen, so that's the bet I'm gonna place. Here at the sportsbooks, you are gonna get like a sheet here that you can take a look at all the spreads, or you can also find them on the boards up there. So this sportsbook actually has the Raiders at plus 165. So that means that they'll pay out a little bit more at the sportsbook here in person rather than the app. The good thing about the app is that you can upload your money right into it and make your bets there, so you can use your credit card for that. And if you come here at the sportsbook, you basically have to use cash. Hey, how's it going? Can I place a bet on the Raiders game?
Yeah.
That'll be the spread?
Yeah. 20?
Yeah.
Anything else?
No, that'll be all.
Here you go, boss.
Sweet, thank you.
How are we going?
Yeah, what's up? No way.
I really like your stuff.
So I got my ticket right here. So a $20 bet will win $18. So that means that the total payout is gonna be $38.20. You have to keep this ticket. It's basically the same ticket that you would get at a slot machine when you pull out and you go to a different machine. So keep this safe. Don't rip it, don't get it wet, anything like that. Put it in your wallet, and you know, hopefully the Raiders cover. All right, my people, now we're here in downtown Las Vegas to meet up with a friend here at El Cortez. One of my OG friends from Las Vegas. You guys probably already know him, but he's gonna teach us how to play slots. Let's head inside. All right, here they are, Pompsie and Greta. What's up, guys? All right, guys, so now I'm here with my buddies. They have a YouTube channel, Pompsie Slots, Greta and Pompsie. You guys probably already know them, but they're gonna teach us a little bit more about how to play slots, maybe some of the basics and some of the things that you perhaps didn't know.
Apparently there's around 20 different types of slot machines, but there's like thousands of variations on each one. Okay. But in general, like in a real casino like this one, there's only gonna be 2. There's the old school 3-reel machines like this one. 3 reels, get it? Okay. That's like the original slot. And then like now all you see is like the video slots. This is the most popular ones. We almost always play the video ones. People want to see the video ones. I don't know.
Are they more entertaining? Yeah, there's like more stuff happening.
There's more happening,
right?
Yeah. Generally speaking, video slots will pay out less. Than the 3 reels.
Wow, I didn't know that.
They're just more volatile. I feel like with the old school slot machines, you have like smaller wins. Like you don't have the potential of winning that big, but you win more.
Yeah.
You know, more often.
More often. And what have been you guys' biggest wins?
My biggest win was 24,000.
24.
It was on a $200 spin though.
Okay.
On one of the old school 3-reel machines. And we could show you.
24,000.
So that was my biggest win, but her biggest win was 32,000.
32. I feel like I saw that video.
Yeah. It was actually the Huff and Even More Puff.
Huff and Puff. Okay.
On a $60 bet.
Yeah.
So she has me beat like a lot.
Yeah. Do you guys believe in like good luck or bad luck? Are you guys like maybe have your favorite pair of underwear or like some kind of like stuff like that you do? Because like I'm not very superstitious, but when I go to a craps table, I don't say the word 7.
Listen, we have almost 2,000 videos on our channel, our slot channel. Yeah. So we've seen it all. We've done like, we know that everything's completely random, right? But I will say, like in the early days, I did have like a superstition. Like if I saw an ashtray that was like used and had like cigarettes and stuff in it, it would indicate that someone played that slot, and therefore I'm like, oh, I need to play that because they got wrecked on that one, so it might hit for me.
The video reels machines have indicators that it's about to blow up. For example, the Railroad Ridge is right behind us. There's a lot of coins that are stacking up on that little guy driving, right? Do you guys believe into that at all?
It's all fake.
It's all fake?
It's all fake.
Yeah, that has no indication on whether or not you're closer to getting a bonus. It just doesn't. It's completely a visual thing, and it's made to make the player feel like they're getting closer, so they want to keep playing it. It should probably shouldn't even be like allowed. But it doesn't matter if there's 1 coin on that top of that train or there's 1,000,000. You still have the same exact chance of getting the bonus.
There's another slot machine with all the firecrackers, and they see them all lit up, and
Yes.
they're like, "Oh my god, I
Yes.
have to play. It's gonna hit." But
Like, I have to be honest, I fall prey to that because I'm like, eh.
Yeah, we all have
It's-
at some
it's-
point.
Yeah, it's either that one, like this one's ready to pop.
There's a thing called RTP, which means
Okay.
return to player.
Yeah.
And basically what that is like, for example, if this has a 92% RTP, return to player, it means that in the long run, the player will get 92% of what they put into the machine.
Got it,
And
okay.
but the casino they'll basically profit on 8% of the money. So every machine has a slightly different RTP. In general, they're around like 80 to 90%.
Okay.
But you can actually, you the player can do research on the different type of machines. You can find the RTP of every machine inside casinos. Like it's public knowledge.
Yeah.
So for example, like this one might be 92% RTP, but this one might be 95% RTP. So technically this one will have the better chance for the player to
in the
win.
long run.
One more question is, how do you play?
How do you play?
Yeah.
How do you play?
Put the money in, press the button and pray. That's it. That's it.
Right, should we do it?
Yeah, let's do
Yeah,
it.
let's go.
All right,
I'm
let's
down.
choose a machine. All right, so right now we are gonna play an old school real machine right over here. And Pompsie's gonna show us how to
Yeah, dude,
do
we're
it
gonna
like
play
the
this
big
one.
boys do it.
This one has 4 different denominations. So basically, that just means like how high or low you want to bet, pretty much. And so like right now, like I'm gonna film a short, so I'm gonna do 5 $200 spins.
Ooh.
You pick the denom, but also if you want to max bet, usually on these old school machines, so if you play 1 credit, you can play 1 or 2 credits on this one specifically. If you play 1 credit, if you get the pinball, you only get 1 shot.
Oh,
But
okay.
if you're max betting, say,
Yeah.
so it's you play 2 credits, you get 4 shots.
Okay.
So on this one, you could do like $10 denom, and you're max betting 2 credits. That means
$20 per spin. Okay.
Right?
Let's do hundreds, whatever.
100 is good.
Yeah.
A little behind the scenes here of Pompsie Slots.
Luckily, we are up a few thousand on the day, so this is like just casino money, you know? It's fine.
We're
All
rolling.
right, come on. We're doing 10 $100 spins. 10 $100 spins. Pinball. Let's go. It's been a while since I won big on a pinball. Oh!
It's coming.
No!
Oh, come on. Oh,
And that's how it goes. That's how it goes. Usually. Usually.
All right, so we are gonna play one of the most popular machines in the world, basically, Dragon Link. And we're gonna do $5 spins. We're right here in the high limit room. So you guys can see how they work and hopefully we hit. All right, so Dragon Cash, wait.
call it link when all of them, the progressives are linked on all the ones around.
All right, so basically at first step, you have to choose your denomination. So the lowest you can do is $1. And then you guys can't see it. Right down here are basically the amount of bets, right? All right, so
Smart.
we're gonna do $5 spins here, and then we'll move over to like a more modern one, and or maybe we hit, who knows? All right, let's go a couple of spins. Okay, so these are the fireballs that we want 6 of.
Yeah.
And most machines have a similar dynamic, right? You want 6 something or 3 something else to start a bonus.
Yeah, a lot of
Most of
them,
them, yes.
operate that way, exactly.
Okay.
Those are the lanterns.
So we want 3 of those bad boys.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much, thank you.
Nice to meet
Yeah.
And that's pretty much it, right? There's not a whole lot of skill or strategizing that you can do.
No.
Definitely not.
Definitely.
And don't believe anyone that says there's any type of strategy.
Okay,
Whoa.
more.
Oh.
No.
That would have been nice. That would have been at least whatever the amount says, right? So 10,
Yeah.
20, $35. And we would still be down. Okay, so this is going pretty fast, but
Yeah,
that was
unfortunately.
expected. And so those
Alright,
tigers
one more.
line up something. All right, last spin here, and then we'll move over to another machine.
Come on. Oh,
All right, nothing here. So this machine has a lot of the fireworks ready, but we know that that's not gonna do anything, right? So we'll do a 5-cent denom with 88 credits. Well, what was that, 44?
yeah, so it'll
$4.
tell you right here.
Probably what we want here is 6 of these along with another symbol. Who knows what that
Probably
is?
some firecracker symbols or something.
Okay, it's coming in hot, yeah. Do you guys That's also another thing that people say, right? The volume up usually makes you win. Yeah,
Yeah.
also not true.
Definitely not true.
All right, we are fact checking all of these myths.
Oh,
Okay.
you probably need 3 of those.
3. Oh, okay. That looked fun, but not a whole lot of action after that. Okay.
Oh, anything?
That should make it gong.
No.
No. Those are big balls.
Come on.
Okay. That's
$6. Does it happen? Sometimes when you touch them, they move or they do some fun stuff. All right, looks like we're getting rinsed for those those $50.
Yeah. It's tough.
Last one. Last one.
That's been a miracle.
Boom. No. All right, and we are to our last $1.50.
We are rinsed.
All right, so what happened?
So pretty much you guys experienced the usual slot experience, losing. On our channel, we post every one of our sessions, so it's like, if you watch in order, like day by day, you'll see like lose, lose, win, lose, 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 win. You know, it's kind of how it goes.
Maybe we'll have better luck next time here with the money gong. And this guy looks very happy, unlike us.
Yeah, he wanted it.
Yeah, he took the money. All right, my people, now we're gonna talk about table games. And in my opinion, this is some of the most intimidating aspects of gambling because it's live, because it's higher stakes, and you're talking to dealers, you're talking to other players, and the interactions are endless. So now, here we are at Casino Quest. Here at Casino Quest, they teach you how to play all table games, and you get to strategize, you get to do money management and a bunch of other good stuff. So we're talking to an expert, we're meeting up with Alex Kim. Here they also have the CEG school where they teach you how to become a dealer if you're interested, if you are a local here in Las Vegas or you're planning to move here. So let's step inside and let's actually talk to the experts. All right, here's Alex. How you doing, man? Good to see you again.
If you guys don't know, so we have a dealer school. While we started the dealer school, people want to learn how to play. And also too, I'm a gambler as well. So it's like David and I, my business partner, our job is we want to make sure you guys come here to Vegas. We don't know what the secret sauce is. We don't know what's going to help you win money. We just know what doesn't work. All right. And my job is we want you to come in, enjoy yourself in Vegas. Obviously, we're still taking risk gambling, but we don't want to get your soul crushed so hard where you don't want to come back ever. So we'll walk you through this. So right here is just our thing. It's called the bridge. So a couple things like B stands for budget. We're doing the bankroll assessment. So a couple things when you're coming in.
So what you're seeing here is the Casino Quest Bridge Clinic. This is where Alex and someone from his team can break down budget, risk assessment, casino selection, goals, and exit strategies. The session usually takes about 2 hours, but we obviously sped it up a little bit for the sake of the YouTube video. This is perfect for beginners or people who are new to Vegas or gambling in general, but I honestly learned quite a bit of stuff that I haven't considered in the past, and this is coming from a Vegas local who actually gambles. And now let's learn a little bit more about the 3 big table games: Blackjack, Roulette, and Craps.
Let's start with Blackjack. So Blackjack, everybody plays against the dealer close to 21 ends.
Okay.
2 through 9 is face value. If we get a 10, Jack, Queen, or King, that's gonna be a 10 value card. So 10, Jack, Queen, King is 10 value. Ace is 1 or 11. Red checks are $5. Let's say you had a $10 bet right there. A 2-card 21, so an ace 10, ace jack, ace queen, ace king, that is a blackjack. So 3 to 2 means you get the same bet plus half. Your $10 matches, and they're gonna give you half of that, okay? Now when you hear this say 6 to 5, right? We're playing on a $10 table, right? 6 to 5, instead of a 50% bonus, you're only getting a 20% bonus. So for every $5, you only get $1. So that's the part where it adds up. $3 doesn't seem like it's built. $3, $3, $3, and then all these things over time, that's what changes the game or your chances of winning. Okay. They're always gonna put away the first card that's called a burn card. And so just to remind you, all red checks are $5, green checks are $25, and black checks are 100. We're gonna give you $200 right there. There you go, sir. Good luck. So that's the other thing we teach people. Don't bet any of the side bets.
Okay.
Okay? Or make it even easier. You shouldn't even mess around with it unless you're up money.
Got it.
Okay. What's gonna happen is everyone's gonna get a card. Dealer gets a card, you get a card, I get a card. Now, let's talk about the ace in a second. Now, everybody always looks at this, right? What I want you to do is look at my card. Always assume there's a 10 under. Now, there's an ace, you have to assume I have a 9. We'll talk about insurance in a second. So, Hitting, by the way, if you want one card, you're gonna either scratch or tap the table. Stay means no more cards. So don't even worry about the ace part. So it's like 17, right? You normally, if you look at that card on the left side, yep. So that way, if you do have a couple drinks at 2 a.m., you're like, hold on one second, what the hell's something to do? And you're like pulling out that card. Yeah, you have to assume I have a 20. That's gonna assume how you play your hand. But 17 or more, it's gonna tell you to stay on that. A couple things about insurance. Anytime the casino offers you anything in general, it's usually not good for you. This is one of them. They're gonna say insurance is open. You're gonna put $5 on this line right here. That's what this line represents, right? You're gonna say insurance closed. Now let's pretend like I have a 10, I turn over a 10, right? This bet loses because the dealer has a blackjack, right? Insurance pays 2 to 1. So 5 times 2, $10. It's like you get your money back. Stay. And now the dealer's gonna turn over. We're gonna keep going until we get 17 or more. Okay, so we're gonna turn this over. I have a 4, 14. I have to take another card. 21, unfortunately. Welcome to Las Vegas, sir. What ends up happening is dealer stays on 21. You're 17, lost to my 21. That's why I took the money. And they're gonna scoop up the cards, and then we do another round of betting.
Just one hand?
Yeah, we'll just stick with one, make it easy. So we got 18 against the 2, right? What do you assume I have?
I assume you have a 10 underneath.
Yep.
So that would be a 12.
Yep.
Which I would stay on this.
Yep, that's it. So, okay, we have a 3 or 13. Wow. Turn over the card, 21 again.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
Good thing we're at the fake casino first, huh, George?
Yeah, that would be a hit for me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so
yep, so there you go.
hit.
15, we have an 18. Okay,
so
we're gonna stay. Yeah, because there's 13 cards. There's only 3 cards that can help you. There's gonna be 9 cards that hurt you now. So that's why we're gonna stay on that. So we're gonna stay. 14, I gotta take another card. Bust. Okay, now you bet 10, you win 10. Go to splitting. Let me show you one thing on splitting. So splitting, you can always go to 3 times for 4 hands. So I'm gonna show you real quick. Aces and 8s are always a common thing at the bottom. So the SP goes all the way on the bottom and aces and 8s.
Ever split 10.
Just try to take the W, that's it, yeah. If the gambler's logic is that you're being greedy and you're just gonna make it worse. So it's like, just take the-
greedy.
You're being greedy.
Oh, that's all right, so roulette.
Oh, the most popular game on YouTube, right? That's what people know me as, the roulette guy. So number one, you know, like not all roulette tables are the same. If you see 2 zeros on opposite ends, that's an American roulette table. Okay. If you see zeros clumped together, that is 000 roulette. Okay. So if we're at a $10 table, every spot on the outside has to be $10 each. So it doesn't matter 10, each one of these. You can bet as many as you want, but each one has to be $10 each. On the numbers, it's an aggregate total. So it doesn't matter if you put $10 on one number, you spread it across once I teach you the bets in a second. As long as you have $10 here, you can bet that. Now, everything in front of you right here pays 1 to 1, right? So if you're betting here, guess what that means? Any black number. If you bet $10, you win $10. So guess what? Any red number, right? Any even number, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Any odd number, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. If I'm betting here, the ball lands 1 to 18. If I'm betting here, the ball lands 19 to 30. Now these ones pay double. These are called columns. These are called dozens. So if I'm betting here, it's anywhere in the first 12. So it doesn't matter if it's 3, 6, 5, or 8. If I bet $10, I'm gonna win 20. Columns, the same thing, but you're betting 12 numbers in this row right here, not counting the zeros, which we'll talk about in a second. So I'm betting here is literally 3 to 36. If I'm betting here, 2 to 35. If I'm betting here, 1 to 34. Now what's the catch? If you're betting black, it's not technically 50-50 because there's 36, 37, 38 numbers. 18 ways to win, but then there's 20 ways to lose. Now, if you bet the normal numbers, if you bet the numbers, it'll still be the same payouts for the zero. It's specifically designed to offset the outside. Okay, so let's say we put $1 on 5. We spin the ball lands on 5. The name of the bet's called straight up. So every dollar, you win $35. All right, now the more numbers you cover, the smaller the payout. With your dollar, that's 36, right? There's 38 numbers.
Oh.
They're shorting you $2 every time you're playing a roulette. So that's why when you hear us talk about the math catching up, that's what that means. That $2 is gonna catch up. If I hit 12 or 15, name of the bet's called split, pays 17 to 1. Now the next one is called a corner bet. So corner, 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 corner. It doesn't matter, 11, 12, 14, or 15, you get paid 8 to 1. Next bet right here is called a street. Street is different. If I'm betting here, like we're driving down the street, right? Any of these 3 numbers, 13, 14, or 15, you get paid 11 to 1. The next one's called a double street, and it's all right there on your little card right there. Here, you bet 6 numbers, that pays 5 to 1. And then on a 00 roulette, the only bet of its kind that's still left right here, this is called a top line. This is the only spot where you can bet 5 numbers. So 6 numbers pays 5, 5 numbers pays 6.
All right, so we'll do this $5 here.
Yep.
And then we'll do another $5 here. I've watched your videos.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna do, I'll show you the Noli, as you've seen before, very popular. So a couple things, the roulette ball has to be at least 3 to 5 rotations for it to be a legal spin. Okay. You can keep going until they do this. That means no more bets. That's a wave off. Okay, 22. Now, the only thing you have to remember in roulette, there's a lot of information today, but even me, I get excited. You cannot pick any of these bets up until this marker comes off. You try to pick up that money, they were like, sir, 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 sir. Okay, there you go. Now, if it doesn't hit, that pays 2 to 1. So that one lost. That's why you net profit $5.
All right, now I'm gonna play the inside numbers.
Sure. Now, this one's called Rumple. So what you're doing is it's 6 corner bets. But think of it this way, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. This is just a fancy version of you betting the 2 dozens. So this is the same as you betting like as if you're doing this.
I see.
Okay. Craps, by far the most superstitious game. Before I even start the game, see this puck says off and on? Now, when it's off, we're about to start a game. When it's on, we're in the middle of a game.
Okay.
So when you guys walk up to the table, pretend like that's your cash. You keep that right there. Wait until the puck goes off, and then you buy in. If someone buys in cash in the middle of a game, you're icing the shooter. We're going to give you $200 and $25 checks, $100 and $5 checks. Okay, all bets and craps are completely optional. Okay, Blackjack's the only one where you have to put down a bet to get cards. So a couple things too as well. They're going to go clockwise. So if someone's throwing the dice right there, the game ends, they're just going to rotate clockwise. You're going to pick 2 of the 5. And so you don't get yelled at, you can only hold the dice at all times with 1 hand. Okay, and the reason why, because 2 hands are worried about sleight of hand, you switching a new one on the game. Both dice have to hit the back wall on the opposite end. So when you're throwing this way, you're going to throw both dice against that wall. As long as it goes halfway across the table, as a courtesy, they'll give it to you the first time. And the reason why, because that wall is what keeps the dice random and keeps the integrity of the game. Yep, so pass line's the #1 common bet you're going to see a lot of people play at the casino. On the pass line, you're going to pick 2 dice. If you roll a 7 or 11, you're going to win 1 to 1 on that pass line bet. If you roll a 2, 3, or 12, I would just pick up that bet, right? You would replace that bet. But then if we roll one of these numbers, then the game starts.
So numbers that win right now, 7 or 11. Numbers that lose?
2, 3, 12.
2, 3, 12. Got it. All right. So here we go. We got a pair.
Sir.
Hit that back wall.
We got a 7 winner.
7
6
winner.
and a 1. There you go. Bet 15, win 15. Pick up that $15, sir.
Let's get a 9.
Okay. We got an 8. Okay.
8. Okay.
5 and a 3. Now watch this. Now the game changes. We rolled an 8. Puck turns to the 8. In order for you to win, you have to roll another 8 to win, 7 to lose. You're saying that you're going to roll that number again to win. Why is 7 the bad number? 36 combinations. 6 out of every 36 is a 7. So 1 out of every 6 is a 7.
The most combinations is the 7.
Correct.
There's also a superstition of not actually saying the word 7, right, on the table.
That's the other one. So
People hate you.
So don't buy in the middle of a roll. Don't say 7. If your group has a Kevin or Evan, change their name. Don't order 7 and 7.
Yeah.
And the cocktail wages, if you want a 7 up, you want a Sprite. This is called the odds bet, right? So this bet is the only 50-50 bet in the casino. So when you see people put money behind it, that's an extension of the pass line. You get paid a multiplier depending on how hard it is to hit the number. So think of it this way. Easier is a hit, smaller payout, less combinations, bigger payout. So where it says like on the 8, it says 5x. So if I have a $15 pass line, I can go from table minimum, which is what you have, up to 5 times, which means I can go up to $75 on that. Okay?
If I really think the 8's going to hit, I can load up to 5 times.
Correct.
On that one.
Yep.
Okay.
If you load up like this, the puck goes on, you can't remove that bet. That's a contract bet. You're locked in. So even if you're trying to play like bubble craps, electronic craps, you'll see that lock sign. Okay.
Let's get a 6.
Okay.
And a 9.
Oh, my 2 favorite numbers. Drop me another red.
Yep.
Money on 6, 8, and 9. All right. Now, if you roll any of these numbers, nothing happens to bet. Only on the bad number. Here we go. We got a 7 out. Welcome to Las
7
Vegas,
out.
sir.
Dang. I've had a really bad day at the casino today.
Oh, my gosh.
Roulette treat us right, though.
Yeah.
So, all right, guys. You guys know where to go. This is CasinoQuest.biz, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, CasinoQuest.biz. Check them out. I'm going to drop them in the description below as well. Now, let's wrap it up. All right, guys, we have made it to the end of the video. How to gamble in Las Vegas, a quick introduction. Please be responsible when you gamble. Only gamble when you can afford to lose. If you're still watching, do me a favor and give this video a like. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And also comment down below if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, because it all helps the algorithm. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you on the next time. Peace.